Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing the new packaging of the beef mince from Sainsbury's. So this has come up very recently to save packaging, so we're just going to open it up. So it comes up with this vacuum seal bag, which it kind of just is like a big block and it's all squished together. So we're going to put this in a pan and see if it cooks the same. So it comes with a big block, so we have to mush it up. First impressions of opening it is quite hard and a lot more difficult to break down compared to the old packaging. So the first impressions of cooking it is actually, it's a little bit clumpy and it's a bit more stuck together compared to the old packaging, but that's sort of expected just because everything was sort of crammed together and vacuum packed. So Sainsbury's actually don't do the same packaging for their pork mince and sheep mince. They've only got it for their cow mince. So I don't know what the reason for that is, but I feel like it's just to do with the way the animal flesh is sort of made. I don't actually know. So yeah, it's just a bit clumpy and a bit more crumbly, sort of like apple crumble, but in a cow flesh form. Yeah, so it takes exactly the same amount of time compared to the old packaging to cook, so it's not longer. And some people were saying it's longer on TikTok and Twitter, but yeah, it's the same. I think they're just lying because it's a placebo effect, because your mind is very powerful. Also, what was I going to say? Yeah, it's actually the same price, and I feel like that's a bit stingy of them, because considering it's a less, kind of more inconvenient and uglier, they should have charged less, because also it's actually smaller than the old packaging, so that means they will be able to fit more on the truck and export it. They'll be able to export more. Then it all comes down to greed, you know. They want to make more money as possible, and they're just trying to, I don't know if they increase the price though, because you know the cost of living crisis. Usually a lot of the products have increased the price, but usually now they're reducing the size of the product but keeping the same price. So if you look at dairy milk chocolate bars, over the years it's actually decreased in size, and then they're keeping their price the same as opposed to increasing the price, which I feel like it's a good thing for like sugary foods, because I feel like that will lower the obesity rate, because in the UK we are actually majority obese or overweight. It's actually a majority now. It's actually like 60-something%. I'm not too sure the exact statistics. But yeah, I'm going to be adding the spices and see if it reacts the same to the spices, which I feel like it would. Yeah, so when I was going to Sainsbury's and I was seeing these minced meat packages, I was like, what is that? It looks very, very strange. And I thought it was one of those really cheap sort of corned meat. You know those like canned meats called Spam? It's like a really cheap version, and it didn't very look very appetizing. So I was actually buying the pork mince and the sheep mince instead, because I thought they ran out of the packaged beef mince, which was actually very, very surprising. So I was just having the pork and the sheep for a long time, and then I just realised that it's a new packaging, which I feel like they haven't marketed it very well, because people might just see that it's a new product and they might assume that the beef mince is sold out, because that's what I thought. And then, yeah. Also, I've been looking on TikTok and a lot of people don't actually like the beef mince, the new packaging, because I feel like they think it's very, very unappetizing, and a lot of them are finding it hard to cook with, which my personal opinion is not that hard to cook with. I feel like it's just a tiny little bit harder, but people are being very picky. Like, there's much more to life than mixing mince. Do you know what I mean? So it's not that hard. I feel like the minced meat, the old packaging was much easier to just throw in the pan, because you literally just, with a knife, you just quickly slice the top open and then just tip it in there, and there's a little bit of paper you have to take out, which that was a lot easier. I would say that, you know, it's a little bit difficult to open this now. So yeah. So yeah, you should buy it. Alright then, bye.